Hello. I wanted to do this video because, for one, I haven't done a video in a while. And two, I really wanted to say some things that I wanted to get off of my chest. I wanted to distribute or contribute, rather, more to finding me. Um, what I wanted to say is I was trying to do this video yesterday, believe it or not, but I was texting my sister the other day, and I noticed, before I text her, that I was looking at some of my Facebook stuff, and I saw one of my Facebook memories. And, we all have that, see your memories or whatever it is. But I saw a memory and it made me think. It made me think about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cover up the camera like that. It made me think about that moment, and in that memory, it was about our father having a stroke. And when I screenshot the memory and I sent it to her, I told her, I was like, just a couple of years ago, we were so worried, and we were like just worried, a mess, just worried to death about him. And now, just like, okay, whatever. And we started talking, and the conversation didn't turn bad or anything like that. It just was us being honest and truthful with each other and about the situation with our father. So what ended up happening was, I basically, like all women do, I started thinking and thinking and thinking, and then I was just like, I love my parents, but I'm not like, yay, my mommy and my daddy. And as I started thinking about that, I realized that I don't love my parents like other people love their parents. And I can't even say other, like all meaning all. I mean other, like some other people love their parents. I love my parents because they're my parents. But not because like they were just some awesome parents and they're like the most amazing parents in the world or anything like that. I don't hold a grudge against them either. I do think they were the best parents any parent could have been, given the mind state that they had and still have. I'm trying to find the right words to say because I've done this video like 3 or 4 times. And the reason why it isn't being posted is because I was driving, for one, and two, it was dark. So, like this Periscope video is, so I do apologize. But I don't love my parents like other people love their parents. I do give my parents the benefit of the doubt, and I think they were the best parents that they could have possibly been. I know some people are probably looking at me and thinking like, what the hell? Like, those are your parents. Why don't you love your parents? My parents didn't love me and protect me as much as a parent should have, or as much as a parent could. And again, I don't hold any grudges against them. I'm not resentful towards them. But I just don't love them as a child should love their parents. I don't think and I don't feel like my parents love me as a parent should love their child or their children, because there are multiple of us. There is not just, me, there's like 6 of us, if you put me in both sides, because both of my parents have 3 children by 3 different people, and I'm one of the 3 on each side. What else can I tell you? I used to be the type of girl or the type of daughter that would be like, my daddy this or my daddy that, or my mommy this or my mommy that. I was that type of daughter. And the reason why I was that type of daughter is because I loved and appreciated my parents for everything that they did, no matter what they did. And I still do. But at the same time, I also hid and masked the things that I know happened, the things that I saw happen, the things that happened to me. And that made me like view them as like these awesome parents. And that's great. That's wonderful and all. But at some point in your life, you kind of have to come to terms with what really happened in order for you to get past certain feelings you have, be it hurt, pain, happiness, sad, anger, frustration, a grudge, confusion, the emotional ups and downs. You have to come to terms with those things and accept that those things have happened to you. And this was one of the things that I had to do. I've been in counseling a little over a year now, and I started out learning how to deal with these things. And the reason why I say I started out learning how to deal is because I don't technically like to look at it as a way of dealing, because that just means I have to put up with you or put up with whatever the situation is or whatever emotion it is. And it comes to a point where it's like you stop putting up with stuff and you start managing it. And I like to use the term manage. And the reason why I like to use the term manage is because when you deal and you heal with something, like I said, you're not technically, using your best judgment with it. You're just going by whatever, let me just do this for right now. But when you heal from something, to me, it's like, okay, we've done all we can. We've taken care of it. And it's healed. It isn't going to be there anymore. It's something that I can forget. But with my parents, I can't just deal with them. I can't heal from them. I have to manage myself with them. And the reason why I say I have to manage myself with them is because like those scars and those wounds, those memories, that pain and that hurt, that confusion, that frustration, all of that stuff is gonna forever be there. It'll never ever go away to where I can't forget about it. Both of my parents are still alive, and I'm constantly faced with the memories of my childhood. I'm constantly faced with the memories of my adult life with them. So that's why I say it's managing, not healing, and it's not dealing. I don't want to just treat my parents as if, let me just do with this for right now and get over that, just get over the hump. Like, no, I don't want to just get over the hump. I chose to stick around with my parents and be involved in their lives because, there's still a lot to learn from them. Unfortunately, I have learned the more of the what I don't need and what I don't want and what I shouldn't do versus what I do need and do want and what I should do. And that's not such a bad thing. I don't look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as a great thing, because then I'm just like that one step ahead. I look at that as a greatness, because that's something that other parents may not have instilled in them, in their children. So I look at that as a great thing. I'm getting jumbled with my words because it's getting so mixed up after you do this video so many times. It's just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I just don't love my parents the way other people love their parents. It doesn't mean that I hate them. I hold grudges against them. I can't deal with them. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. It doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that I'll let people disrespect them or hurt them or, do anything malicious towards them. I still will stand up for my parents when necessary and when needed. I still am there to help my parents as much as they help themselves. Um, I'm still there, and I'm okay with that because I've accepted that that's who they are and that's who they always have been. And I've accepted that I can choose to walk away and just live with the memories that I do have, or I can choose to stay and do my best to build better memories and a better relationship with them. It may not be the relationship that I need or that I technically want, but at least I'll have something. And at first I was very combative with this when I was talking with my counselor about it. It's like, no, like I deserve more. I need more. I want more. And I'm not going to settle for just this bullshit type of damn relationship with my parents. Like it's fucking uncalled for. Like who does that to their parents? Who does that to their children? Um but then again I had to realize like this is all they're able to give. And if that's their best, I can either take it or leave it. I know some people are probably like, well, I beg to differ. Your parents are your parents, and you should always love your parents and be there for your parents no matter what. If it wasn't for your parents, you wouldn't be here. That's very true. If it wasn't for my parents, no, I wouldn't be here. But if it wasn't for my parents doing some of the things that they did, I wouldn't have this video to share. And I'm sharing this video because I know that there's someone or some people out there that may feel some of the same things that I feel. They may need to say some of the same things that I have said, and they just don't know how. Or maybe they don't want to because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or they don't want people to look at them in an awkward way. Well, personally, I don't care. I'm going to say what I need to say. I know how to use my words appropriately, and when I don't, I just shut the hell up and I think about it and then I try to readdress it. But it starts with you. When you want better, you do better because you desire better. Your soul and your spirit is crying for more versus just settling for what you have. And I want you to know that no matter what, if you don't have those parents or that particular parent out that, you want to love you and care for you and protect you like they should, adopt some people. And what I mean by that, there's always that woman that's, around you, that older lady that's always around you that, you just love like a mom because she's always there for you to, talk to you like as if she's your mother or as if you're her child. There's always a father figure there that you can talk to like he's your father and he loves and treats you and talks to you like you're his child. Um I haven't necessarily found all of that in one particular person, but I do have aunts and uncles. And some other people in my life that have filled those gaps. So it's a work in progress, but don't give up and don't feel like you're here all alone. And the best thing you could ever do if you ever become a parent is do to your children what your parents didn't do for you. Establish relationships in your life that your parents weren't able to establish with you or help you to establish. Like, fill those gaps, fill those voids, and don't fill them with negative people. Don't fill them with just anyone. I'm sorry. Enjoy your life and make the best of it. Don't just get rid of people because they're not good people. You know, my husband sent me something today and he asked me, he said, why am I just now seeing this? And I was like, well, what is it? And he sent me a picture of it, and it was a meme, and it said, you know, people say, get rid of all the negative people in your life. You don't need negative people in your life. You need positive people in your life. And it was like, well, I say, you know, all of us have good and bad in us. And that's true. All of us do have good and bad in us. It's just what part do you choose to feed more? Do you choose to feed the good side or the bad side more? Pick a side. I love you all. I apologize for my tears. I definitely did not want to cry. But there's someone out there that will love you the way that you need and you deserve to be loved. Whether it's like a child, a mother figure, a father figure, a sister, a brother, a cousin, a niece, a uncle, a nephew, whatever type of situation where you feel like a family member has not loved you and protected you as you need, you deserve, and you want, and they should have. There's someone out there. You can create that family that you need, that family love. It's all in your power. So I love you all. I'm sorry. And I hope you all have a great weekend. And I am hoping that you started off your year to a great start.